Having white privilege is a lot like being a lumberjack. Pine, maple, birch, Black, Asian, Latino, thinking that the whole forest belongs to you. These trees' roots have lived far longer. If you commit the genocide of the voiceless, does it make a sound? A daughter of two immigrants raised in a melting pot. I was the definition of assimilation, holy matrimony between leaves of a tree and unfamiliar ground. I've become a practitioner of whiteface, a slave to the system, not a martyr. I've sided with colonialism, hypocrisy, and the degradation of my own. He who comes onto my home and claims it his. He who spits in my face telling me that I started it. He who calls me dog, says I'm unworthy of being anything but his decoration. Compared to white, yellow will always blend into the background. I define myself by the clinking of railroad tracks and mining explosions, but this was all of my own free will. I've forgotten the way that Chinese spits on my tongue, reined it in with an English dictionary, and let it rot. I act the right way, I dress the right way, I talk the right way, or should I say, the white way. Blood may be thicker than water, but power holds importance over everything. Hear the comments made in the halls. No matter how much I bleach my hair, I will never be one of them. Fitting in does not mean that you belong. Walking into a convenience store with your white friends, and as they pickpocket things left and right, the eyes of the cashier are only on you. See yourself mirrored in every Halloween costume in the gag department, and you finally know what society thinks of you as a joke. My voice comes at a price too hefty to pay. I stand on a stage made from the bones of immigrants. This sainthood is a farce. Pretend to be a virtuous advocate for the plight of my people. I've never understood patriotism, how an accidental birthplace could mean so much. Nonetheless, my skin color writes a novel for me, speaks in volumes louder than my voice. Why is it every time I feel like I'm not the poor, helpless victim, something has been taken from me? Privileged people want to be oppressed because it's the only thing that they don't have. It's easy to deny people justice when you don't know them. Perhaps I will never know the Asian immigrant family, even though they look just like me. I read the news headline, immigrant killed for not speaking English, hold the shattered remains of a world in my cup. I do not fear for my life when I walk out the door. Turn my head during the suffering, hide my shame under a whitewashed stereotype. Be glad it was my immigrant family bearing the brunt of the lumberjack saw and not me. Seeing a broken neighborhood is not the same as living in it. What's a stereotype to a bullet wound? A master doesn't kill his dog, does he? I guess I should beg for more treats. The bones of my culture are wonderful to play fetch with. You can't ignore your sins if you are just as much part of the problem as you are the victim, not entitled to this cultural identity, this skin, this blood, this beating heart, something I have to live with my entire life.